Hey everybody, Charlie Stevens here. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me for another guitar lesson. Today I'd like to show you the main riff to the tune Iron Man. This is probably one of the most iconic power chord riffs in all of rock and roll in my opinion. So I figured it would be good to show you because we've been learning about our movable power chord shapes and seeing how we can put them into songs. Most recently Seven Nation Army, which we made into power chords. And we did that to the song. Iron Man actually has power chords in it. Fancy that, huh? So I figured that would be kind of a cool one to show you. So we're just going to learn the main riff today, which I actually learned wrong as a kid. I only learned the main riff, and somebody showed it to me, and it was actually in the wrong key, and I played it there for a really long time, not realizing that. But we're going to do it in the correct key today, all right? And we're just going to do the main riff in this video. But as I was checking out the song and doing some research, because like I said, I only had somebody show it to me when I was first learning guitar, didn't really do my homework on it the way I would, the way I would if I were learning a tune today at my current level of playing. So I was kind of checking it out today, and there are a lot of really cool riffs in this song other than the main riff, and I was listening to it and I go, whoa, that riff is in this song too? Like I recognized them from classic rock radio stations and stuff, but I didn't really like put the pieces together that they're all in the same song. So I will do another video where we check out some of the other riffs in it, okay, including the intro riff. He does this kind of bend thing, but we're just going to jump right into the main riff in this video. Okay, so it starts with this weird bend thing, and then he does that with power chords. Then when Ozzy starts singing, he loses the power chords and he does it single notes. And he lost his mind, can he see or is he blind? That kind of thing, right? So I figured that'd be a good place to start. Why don't we start with the single note, and then we'll build up the power chords after that. Because if we do the single note with this one finger, we can just add another finger, we get the power chord, as we've talked about, right? But just wanted to point out in the song, the power chord part actually comes first. But they do this single note part as well. So the single note part we're going to check out first starts on the 2nd fret of the A string. This part is all going to be on the A string, okay? 2nd fret, 5. Okay, from 2 up to 5. Da, 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 da. Then we play 5 again and slide up to 7. 2, 5, 5, 7, 7. And I play 7 twice when I get there. Okay, 2, 5, 5, 7, 7. Cool, right? Okay, then we jump up here to 10. And it goes 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 5. Kind of goes back to 10 and slides down to 5. 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 5, 5, 7, 7. Okay, I see a lot of people playing this wrong. When I learned this, I actually learned this wrong too. Somebody showed it to me a different way. And I always had trouble playing it like that. And as I was listening to it today, I realized that that's not really how Tony Iommi plays it. Although I did watch some other YouTube videos and everybody else seems to play it this way too. But anyhow, the way that is commonly played, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 5, goes down to the 9 a third time. So it's supposed to play the 10th fret 3 times. 1, 2, 3, down, right? But the 9, 1, 2, 3, feels like there's not enough time to play that one again. Unless you go really quick, it is possible. Okay, but I don't really hear that when I listen to Tony Iommi. I hear him going. It's almost hanging on the 10, making that one a tiny bit bigger, but using that time that we would play 9 to kind of slide through 9. So in that sense, we hear it a little bit, okay? So you're free to do either one you want. Just notice that was a bit of a discrepancy in the way that I personally hear it versus the way I was shown and how I see other YouTubers teaching it and stuff like that. That's how I like it, okay? 10, 9, 10, 9, 10 with the slide all the way down to 5. 5, 7, 7. Okay? And that's actually going to be really helpful when we build these power chords on top of it. Because if I'm articulating every note doing single notes, it's not really that big of a deal to hit that 9 on the way down again. But once I add these big power chords, it would be a lot harder. So it makes a lot of sense to do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to add the power chords and I'll show you how that works. So we have 2. What's our formula for power chord? How do we add a note to this note that we already have established? This is going to be our root note. How do we create a power chord from it? We go 1 string that way and 2 frets that way, right? So 1 string that way puts me to D. Okay, I'm on the 2nd fret. 2 frets higher from 2 is 4, right? Okay, so there we go, 2 and 4. Then we go to 5 and 7. We hold 5 and 7. Slide up to 7 and 9, and we pluck there again like we did before. Okay, same thing, just with the, with the power chord now. And we're kind of trying to use this finger to gently mute that E, which sometimes I just don't even get it with my pick. But if you mute it, then you can get it with your pick still, but we won't hear it. Doesn't really sound good for this song except when we're on the E. Okay, I know we did that with 7 Nation Army, we had the low E. For this one I'd kind of recommend not really doing that, so either muting it with the index finger or just not playing it. Not making sure your pick only goes through the 2 strings you're aiming for. Okay, then we jump up 10, 9, so 10 and 12, 9 and 11. Slide back, right? All the way down to 5 and 7. Back up to 7 and 9. Okay, and that's the main riff. So yeah, as I was listening to this, I realized there's a couple of other riffs that are pretty easy and fall in line with what we've been doing on the channel. They use the minor blues scale, movable shape, and things that we've already learned. So I will show you that. So please check out my video on the other riffs to this song that will be out shortly. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're having fun playing these power chords on these iconic rock riffs. And keep practicing. I look forward to seeing you in another lesson really soon. Thanks again.